What's up, Baltimore? It is the CoolB'more driver. How's everything going for everybody today? Hopefully everybody is being safe and fruitful, having fruitful days. So today is May 5th. I'm actually recapping May 4th. Yesterday, it was actually a really good day. Started a little late, but I think I took my first ride around 6 in the morning. A really bad accident on Reisterstown Road in Pikesville, and the vehicles were there, I would say, for a good 4 hours, between police trying to clear the debris and, you know, do their measurements of skid marks and so on and so forth. But all in all, yesterday was a good day. I spent about 7 hours of drive time, ended off my day with about 155. I was planning to go out and do some airport rides, but you know, that's where one of those videos I talked about balancing family time. So, you know, I hadn't seen my daughters in a couple days because of their school and my work. So I decided to cut it off at 155, spend some time with them, and get up and do this thing again today. So here's where I am. I am starting my day today. But to get back to yesterday, again, really good day, constant rides all day. I think I did 14 rides yesterday, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it was a lot in terms of I hardly had a minimal ride. And what I mean by a minimal ride in my area, minimal cost for a ride is $337. So I had maybe 2 or 3 of those rides. The rest of those rides were anywhere from $8 on up, plus 1 cancellation. So, you know, it's crazy. You know, if you know, I had the 1 cancellation, and that's all I had yesterday. But you know, and I'm pretty sure this bothers other drivers too. So if you're a passenger and you're out there watching this video, you know, here's my thing. If you're going to call an Uber or Lyft, be ready, you know? And I know some of you, like most of my customers, were standing outside as I pulled up, and I appreciate those customers. And I don't rate I don't rate you badly if you're not ready. You know, there's a 3-minute, I have a 3-minute window. You know, if you're walking out before I hit that, you know, cancellation button, hey, we're good to go. But if you're not coming out the door and that 3-minute time limit hits and it says cancel, I'm canceling and moving on, because even though it's only $375, you know, I ended up, if I would have waited for you, I would have missed my next ride, which was a long ride. So I would have been out of that. So that's why a lot of drivers just cancel and then they go offline and do the other stuff. Now, I may be giving away some secrets and stuff. It's not really a secret. I would think it would be common sense for passengers. Like, I'm not gonna wait, you know, 5 minutes unless you text me or call me and ask me, hey, you know, I'm running a little bit behind. Do you mind waiting? You know, cool. Well, in that case, you know, we're going to come to an agreement that I'm going to start the trip while I'm waiting for you, because we don't get paid that much for wait time anyway. So I'm going to start the trip. At least I get the time payment for that. So we're going to come to that agreement. If you don't come to that agreement, I'm sorry. I'm just going to have to, you know, cancel the ride. You know, when you're ready, you can call another Uber or Lyft, and they can come and pick you up. But it's very frustrating when we're out during a job and, you know, we're out using our own vehicles, our own gas, and a customer isn't ready. You know, it's a little frustrating, especially when yesterday was a very busy day. So yesterday I wasn't having it. But you know, the other thing I wanted to point out is, you know, going back to that accident, that accident happened somewhere between, I would say, 5:30 and 6 o'clock. You know, that's when you know, 6 o'clock is when about 5:45 was when I rolled by and saw it. And at 6 o'clock in the morning in Pikesville, there are no cars. There's hardly any vehicles on the road. So I don't understand how the only two cars on the road ended up colliding into each other. I have no idea. I don't know if it was drunk driving. I mean, the accident was pretty bad, so I don't know if it was drunk driving, drugs, or just not paying attention. It was just crazy. Even I saw one of the cops during the survey kind of shaking his head, and I don't know if it was in relation to that or what, but it was just crazy. So my thing to all my fellow Uber and Lyft drivers via Juno, if you're watching this from New York area, be careful out there. I didn't see any Uber and Lyft stickers on there, but it doesn't matter. It's just the point that people just need to be careful. And the other crazy thing is, as I'm coming out, so for those of you who are familiar with the Pikesville area, right there as you're coming down Straw Hat Road, there's two lanes that, and one lane is only left turn only, the other one is left or right turn. So I'm in the far right hand lane getting ready to turn left. The lady beside me, she's in the left hand lane getting ready to turn left, and as she turns out, we get the green light, she goes to turn out, a guy coming down Ricerstown Road, I don't know, I guess he just wasn't paying attention either. I heard the tires screeching, and he came to a abrupt halt, and he almost hit this lady. Now, the lady was so close to me in the lane that if he would have hit her, she would have hit me. And you just gotta be careful out here. And I'm not worried about my driving. I'm a good driver. I've got over 100,000 miles or more just in the military alone, accident free. And any accidents that I've had in my civilian life, civilian driving career, have not been my fault, as in speaking of the accident I had back in December. But you just got to be careful. You got to drive defensively, not offensively, not necessarily offensively, not being an aggressive driver, but just watching out for those who are around you. So, I'm getting ready to start my day today, but wow, the pollen count in Maryland is ridiculous. And I'm so glad I have a black vehicle. That way I can see the pollen on my vehicle, and I can just go and get it washed. It's almost like, it is really kind of like, my truck doesn't even look black anymore. It looks green or yellowish green. It's crazy. So before I start my driving day, I'm going to go up here to this car wash up at the Royal Farms here on Pikesville, run it through the 24-hour car wash, and then I'm going to get my day up and running. Hopefully, I get some good rides, some pretty good long rides, and we'll go from there. So, this is the CoolB'more driver. As always, I'm going to post my referral codes and stuff like that. If you're in my email address and website, if you are interested in any of the signups that I have, I have information on my website. Please feel free to go in and sign up and get your bonuses started. I've been driving Uber and Lyft, actually more Uber though, for a year and a half, and I love it. It's very relaxing for me, but I don't overdo it. That's the other thing. Take your time, do well, have a goal, meet your goal, and have fun with this. It can be a great experience. I haven't had any of the horror stories. I don't have any wood to knock on, but I haven't had any of the horror stories that I've seen on YouTube and hear about in some of the Facebook forums. And I've, maybe some will say, well, it's coming. But I think if you knew, for those who would say that, I think if you knew me personally and knew what I do for a living outside of Uber and Lyft, you would know I'm not having none of that. So it's just not happening. Not up in this vehicle, and not around this vehicle either. So I'm going to get up here, like I said, get my vehicle washed, get my day started. Hopefully it'll be another fruitful day like yesterday, even though I am starting a little bit late. But you know what? I start late. I start late quite a bit, and that's and I still make my goals. And that's the great thing about being a rideshare drivers, you know, even if we wake up later than we wanted to, we can still go out and do what we need to do, you know, as long as we don't have any other things going on. So we can still do that. So that's the great thing about this rideshare, the freedom of it. So with that being said, this is the CoolB'more driver. I hope everybody has a fruitful day. It looks like it may rain today, so be careful, be safe, be aware of your surroundings, and just have a great day. Be blessed. CoolB'more driver, I'm out of here. And oh, by the way, I had about another 4 people subscribe to my channel. I want to thank all. Right now I'm at 52 subscribers and still building. I want to thank everybody who subscribed to my channel, who's ever left a positive comment, and even if you left a negative, but, and when I say a negative comment, I mean a negative comment that is an improvement comment. So I shouldn't really say a negative comment. So really a comment that would help me improve. So I appreciate all of those type comments. You know, please, you know, send my YouTube channel to your friends who may be drivers as well. And you know, if you have any questions, again, I'm putting all my stuff up, so let's, you know, get in contact with me if you need. I live in the Baltimore, Reisterstown, Pikesville. I'm sorry, the Baltimore, Reisterstown, Pikesville, Owings Mills area. So for those of you who drive out here and you know, want to pick my brain, feel free to contact me. All right, said it twice. Now it's time for me to really get out of here. CoolB'more driver, I'm out of here. Y'all have a blessed day.